The Peace of Bautzen of the Peace of Budziszyn was a treaty concluded on January 30, 1018, between the Ottonian Holy Roman Emperor Henry II and the Piast Duke of the Polans Bolesław I Chrobry, which ended a series of Polish-German wars over the control of Lusatia and Upper Lusatia, as well as Bohemia, Moravia and Slovakia. Bolesław had enjoyed the close friendship of the Emperor Otto III and after his death supported one of Otto's followers, Eckard I, Margrave of Meissen, for the position of Holy Roman Emperor against the claims of Henry II. After both Emperor Otto III and Eckard's death in 1002, Bolesław took over Eckard's domain of Meissen, as well as the March of Lusatia. Once Henry secured his position within Germany, an agreement was reached which left Bolesław with Lusatia and Upper Lusatia, while the Polish Duke in turn recognized Henry as Holy Roman Emperor. Fighting soon resumed, however, after an unsuccessful assassination attempt against Bolesław, which he believed had been ordered by Henry, occurred soon after the peace was concluded. Bolesław took control of Bohemia. In the ensuing struggle, Bolesław allied himself with the Holy Roman Empire's noble opposition to Henry, while the emperor sought support among the Lusatia of Slavic pagan Pelagian tribe. An intermediate peace was concluded in Mersburg in 1013 which preserved the territorial status quo, with Bolesław holding on to Moravia and Slovakia, while Jaromir was made the ruler of Bohemia. Bolesław, however, agreed to support the emperor's Italian campaign. Open warfare continued when Bolesław I did not comply with this condition, and instead supported Henry II's Italian adversaries. Henry II was, however, unable to defeat Bolesław I, and agreed on a peace in Bautzen which left Duke of Poland in charge of the Lusatian March and Upper Lusatia. The two rulers also strengthened the dynastic bonds between them through Bolesław's marriage with Oda, first daughter of Margrave Eckard. The emperor also promised to aid Bolesław in his expedition against Ruthenia in the summer of 1018 with contingents of German and Hungarian troops, which enabled the Polish ruler to capture Kiev and annex a part of Red Ruthenia. Prelude. Mersburg. After the death of Emperor Otto III, Bavarian Duke Henry IV and Meissen Margrave Eckard I competed for succession. When Eckard I was murdered on 30 April 1002 in Poland, Polish Duke Bolesław I Chrobry, who had supported Eckard's candidature, took over the Margraviate of Meissen and March Lusatia, lands only recently conquered by Germans and still inhabited mostly by Slavs, probably with approval from Eckard's family. He took control of both Bautzen and Meissen after the inhabitants themselves had forced the German troops to leave the city, while other German knights voluntarily recognized Bolesław's rule in the region. Meanwhile, Henry IV had consolidated his rule against rival candidates, and, as Henry II, was crowned King of Germany in June. On 25 July 1002 at a Hoftag held in Mersburg, the dispute was settled as follows. Henry II gave the Lusatian March and the eastern part of the Meissen March to Bolesław I as a fief. Bolesław I had to return the truncated Margraviate of Meissen. Bolesław I pledged allegiance to Henry II together with the Saxon nobles. When Bolesław I left Mersburg, he was ambushed, but due to the aid of Henry of Schweinfurt and Saxon Duke Bernard I, he was able to repulse the attack. Henry II did neither protect him nor punish the assailants. Poznan. In 1003, Bolesław I conquered the Duchy of Bohemia, imprisoned its Primus Duke Bolesław III, and denied Henry II the oath of allegiance for the duchy. Henry II did not accept this, and was determined to contest the Polish claims to the Bohemian duchy. Bolesław I had further allied with the noble German opposition to Henry II. This alliance included Henry of Schweinfurt, his cousin Ernst, as well as Henry II's brother Brunn, Bishop of Augsburg, all of which fled to Boleslaw's court when the rebellion against Henry II failed. While Bolesław I could draw upon the support of many secular Saxon nobles, Henry II could rely on the Saxon clergy. Also, in 1003, Henry II allied with the pagan Lusatia against Bolesław I, and in 1004 launched a campaign against the latter. In the course of this campaign, Henry II evicted Bolesław I from Bohemia and granted it to the Primus Duke Jaromir in 1004, before he besieged and took Bautzen from Bolesław I's forces and incorporated it into the Duchy of Saxony. A few months later, together with Veleti and Czech allies, Henry II mounted another campaign. He crossed the Oder near Krosno and advanced into Greater Poland. Bolesław, however, avoided an open battle, harried the emperor's troops with guerrilla tactics and caused great losses. According to contemporary German chroniclers, the fighting was concluded in 1005 when Tagino, Archbishop of Magdeburg, mediated a peace near Poznan, as a result of which Poland had to give up Lusatia and Meissen but kept Slovakia and Moravia for the time being. The peace was temporary, as neither was Henry II ready to grant Bolesław I a more elevated status than the one of an ordinary vassal, nor did the latter abandon his desire for such a position or accept Henry II's power as immediate to God, as his self-perception was similar in this respect. Mersburg. Despite the Peace of Poznan, warfare between Bolesław I and Henry II continued between 1007 and 1013. In 1007, Bolesław I again took control of Lusatia with the fortress of Bautzen. A campaign led by Henry II in 1010 was unsuccessful. During this campaign, which started in Belgium, Henry II was struck by an illness at Jarina Castle and returned with some of his bishops, while the remaining armies devastated the surrounding area. A Saxon campaign in 1012 was also unsuccessful. Henry II had mobilized the Saxon nobility to mount campaigns in his name, since he needed a peace agreement before 1013, when his coronation in Rome was scheduled. Thus, in 1013, Bolesław I and Henry II agreed on a peace in Mersburg. Henry II again gave the Lusatian March in Upper Lusatia to Bolesław I as a fief. Bolesław I again pledged allegiance to Henry II. Bolesław I promised to support Henry II's campaign to Rome. Henry II promised to support Bolesław I's campaign to Kiev with 500 knights. The treaty was confirmed by the marriage of Richeza, a niece of Otto III, to Misko II, a son of Bolesław I. During the ceremony, Bolesław I carried the sword for Henry II. Bolesław I, however, did not aid Henry II in his Italian campaign, and refused to recognize that Lusatia and Upper Lusatia were his only as fiefs. Instead, he supported Crescentian anti-Pope Gregory VI and intrigued against Henry II in Italy, who had denied Gregory his support in Poland. Henry II started his Italian campaign in the fall of 1013, defeated the allies of the Crescentians and had Pope Benedict VIII crown him Holy Roman Emperor in Rome on the 14th of February 1014. Bohemian Duke Huldrych, meanwhile, captured Bolesław I's son, Misko, and turned him over to Henry II, who however released him. Bautzen. military operations and political background. In July 1015, Henry II with his Lusatian allies renewed the war against Bolesław I on the basis of the latter's failure to support him in Italy. The campaign started in Magdeburg, from where Henry II's army crossed through Lusatia to Krosno, where two other armies commanded by Bernard II of Saxony and Ulrich of Bohemia were supposed to join him. The plan failed, however, as Boleslaw's maneuvers prevented the two armies from joining up. During the fighting, Margrave Gero, as well as 200 other German knights, were killed by Polish bowmen, and Boleslaw allowed the Bishop of Meissen, Edo, to recover the bodies for burial. As a result of these setbacks, Henry II withdrew. Subsequent negotiations with Bolesław I failed. In 1017, Henry II marched an army from Lipskow to Glogau, where Bolesław I awaited him, but chose not to besiege the city as it was too strongly fortified. Instead, Henry besieged nearby Niemcia. However, Polish reinforcements managed to enter the city on 2 occasions, and the siege was without success. The contemporary German chronicler Theodor of Mersburg, generally ill-disposed towards Poles, on this occasion commented on the bravery and skill of the defenders, noting that they neither cheered when they were successful, nor lamented when they suffered a setback. The inhabitants of the city also erected a cross on the wall which faced the pagan Lusatian allies of the emperor. Eventually, due to an illness of part of his army, Henry aborted the siege and withdrew, taking the route to Bohemia because the way back into Germany was blocked by Boleslaw's main forces stationed at Wrocław. During these campaigns, Henry II was confronted with the opposition of part of the Saxon nobility, including the House of Bellung, who maintained good relations and were in part relatives of Bolesław I. In 1017, Henry II therefore addressed Bolesław I as public enemy, and forbade further contacts with him. At the end of 1017, Polish troops invaded German land between the Mulda and Elbe rivers. The treaty on 30 January 1018, peace was made in Bautzen. Bolesław I kept the Lusatian March in Upper Lusatia. Theodor, the principal German chronicler of the time, did not give precise details as to the conditions on which Boleslaw retained these lands. According to German historian Schneidmüller, he held them as an imperial fief. According to Polish historian Paweł Jaśnicka, the lands were held without any obligation towards the empire. The Cambridge medieval history states that they were Boleslaw's on purely nominal terms of vassalage. The contemporary German chronicler Theodor, who was generally ill-disposed towards Poles, commented on the peace with the words non ut dicet sed sic ut fieri potuit, meaning, not as it should have been but as was possible in the circumstances. Both parties also exchanged hostages. Henry II did not attend, and did not renew the campaigns against Bolesław I thereafter. The peace was confirmed by the marriage of Oda of Meissen, daughter of Eckard I, to Bolesław I. It was Bolesław I's 4th marriage. Regilind, a daughter from his previous marriage with Emnilda of Lusatia, was already married to Oda's brother Hermann I of Meissen. Henry also obliged himself to support Bolesław with 300 knights in the Polish ruler's expedition to Kiev in the same year. Aftermath in 1025, shortly after Henry II's death, Bolesław was crowned as King of Poland. He died the same year and was followed by his son, Moscow II. However, Moscow's succession was contested by his half-brothers, and the civil war, together with foreign intervention by Conrad II and Yaroslav the Wise of Kiev, led to the loss of Lusatia by Poland in the Treaty of Mersburg of 1033.